Hey Nightmare fans and Fred heads, welcome to Springwood Slasher. Okay, we're going into our fourth installment now, and as you can see we got a sweater here, and we're going to begin the weathering process of a sweater. Now, I did my research as always. There's not much you can really find out there. I watched a lot of tutorials on weathering just clothes in general, but I couldn't find anything Freddy sweater wise. So I hit up Springwood Slasher forums. Once again, if you have not signed up for that yet, go sign up. Very awesome forum. Once again, there was no videos on there either, but there was a tutorial from a person named Ian. I believe he's in Germany, if I'm not mistaken. But he did a very nice, my daughter once again, interrupting my videos. Anyway, she means no harm. Back to Ian, yes. He did a tutorial, but it was worded with a lot of pictures, but no videos. So I'm hoping this video will do some justice. I'm going to try two different techniques. The first one I'm going to try is what Ian did, and I'm going to see how that works out. What you're going to need for this is a cutting board. Okay, we're going to lay that right here. You're going to need your sweater. Okay, and to start with, I'm going to go with just the, we're going to start with the sleeve. We're going to fray the sleeves up. Okay, so I'm just going to start with that one. And to do that, you're going to need a good old pocket knife or just a regular knife. But what you want is it to be serrated. And what I mean by that is you want it to have teeth. Right? Okay, and from what Ian says, I'm just supposed to be able to start fraying it, right? So let's just see how this works. Okay, as you can see, it's starting to fray up here. And what you want to do is, you don't want to go across. What I'm finding is working for me is going this way. I'm actually really pulling it. Go ahead and cut that to really go ahead and get it started. Right? Yeah. And then you can trim, stuff like that. Just pull it, fray it. I mean, you can't go wrong weathering Freddy sweater, really, because I mean, he's gone through some
Daddy,
Huh?
what's this?
Hold on, baby. This is my first weathering attempt, by the way. And like I say, I'm just going by some tutorials that I saw. Stop putting stuff in front of the camera. Sorry guys, she's had too much candy today and not listening. So basically there's this way with the knife. The other technique I was going to try to use was going to be with a dremel. But I think the knife is working. So I'll just continue to kind of mess with it. Alright. Here's what we got so far, nice and torn up. So, if an arm was in there, it'd look like so. Like I say, you can continue to just pull on it and give it that messy kind of a look. Right? So, it's that. Then you want to start doing the collar as well.
Daddy, help me. You help me shoe.
Hold on, Brooklyn. I think first what we got to do is kind of go in and start breaking the threads, because this collar is really tough. So it's going to be trial and error. Like I say, it's my first time to do this, and there wasn't much on there. But yeah, if you get a sharp knife like this and just kind of go in and stab it and pull, and just be careful not to cut yourself like I just did. It can work, but like I say, be careful. I'm going to clean this up, and I will be right back with part 2 after I cleaned my finger up and all that good stuff. It's bleeding pretty good. So we're going to try method number 2, a Dremel tool. Already got some blood on my sweater, but you know what? I'll go with the weathering. We'll just rub that right in. Okay, so I'm going to start with the cuff steel. Turn this bad boy here on. And yeah, it wound it up in there really good. So, that being said, you almost need a there we go. You gotta hold it tight. Not, that fray just wants to get sucked up in there. As you can see, it's kind of spinning on there. We're going to go ahead and go with the collar. Go ahead and start to wear that down and fray it up. And if you're not careful, it will suck it up just like that. Just gotta be careful. And it's gotta be on high because the load just doesn't seem to be doing it. Alright, I know what I gotta do. I don't know if y'all are gonna be able to see it, but I'm gonna have to kind of hold this dremel between my legs so I can keep this taut as I go around it. Yeah. And yes, sometimes it will still get caught up if you're not careful. You gotta be careful. Not to go in too deep with it. So that's when it wants to grab a hold of it. Like that. Like I say, it'll add some character. Then you can just kind of start to really fray it. Pull at it. And this is where the collar is starting to look. Right? Works really good with a Dremel. But like I say, you have to be careful because when that Dremel sucks it in there, it's going to create a dash and a hole. But like it kind of did right here. But I think it just kind of adds character to it. So yeah, once you get all that done, basically what I'm doing is I'm pulling the material, making it tight, and I'm just kind of running it like that along the sander, and that's going to start to fray it and break it up, and then you just use your fingers and pull on it to get it to start to come apart. And you just continue to play with it and play with it and play with it. After that, you can I'll probably go in and do a third section of this video to show you the painting. Okay guys, last but not least, sorry for the lighting, it is getting dark outside, but you want to hang your sweater up after you do your weathering. You want to get some, just some regular flat black paint and stand at a distance. And you're going to want to spray it to where it's just barely touching it. I'm trying to get real close to the collar, and then you want to get real close to your sleeves down here. But like I say, you just want to mist it. That's all you want to do. Anyway, I'm gonna cut this video short because of daylight. Okay guys, final thoughts. The sweater, very thick. So when I was going over it with the knife, it took some doing, took some elbow grease to get it to fray up. Word of advice, guys, when you're dealing with knives, power tools, anything like that, be careful. I mean, as you can see, cut my finger up really good. Power tools, be careful, because like I say, that can be dangerous just as well. Anyway, final product, I'm happy with it. I took some scissors, as you'll see in the final pictures. I took some scissors, kind of cut some of the frays down, evened it out a little bit, made it look better. But yeah, I mean, that's basically it. Just fray it up the best you can. If you mess up, don't panic, guys. I mean, Freddy's sweater was all tore up. Y'all know that. I mean, you know what it's supposed to look like, so just be careful, you know. Just fray your cuffs, fray your collar, and fray your waistline. And lightly flat black paint. You don't even need a whole lot. If you're going with a part 4, kind of like I am, the sweater was really not that dirty. So I just barely hit it around the collar and the cuffs and the waistline a little bit. But I mean, you can barely see it. But if you go back and watch part 4, the sweater was not dirty. The collar, cuffs, waistline was tore up. That was really about it. Part 3, the thing is filthy, okay? But I love part 4. I'm biased for that one. Anyway, that's basically it. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Sorry that this video kind of jumped everywhere. I tried my best to try to explain best I could. There's not a whole lot of Freddy weathering videos out there, so I'm hoping this will do somebody justice. Once again, just be careful with knives and power tools. All right? Sweet dreams.
Even in desperate times, these are desperate